Hi,
Hi.
this is Loren and Liza. We're coming to you from Tanglewood this morning in Costa Rica. And Liza, how are you doing today?
I'm great.
Good, good. Now you've been here fasting now for, I think, 23 days, right? And tell everybody, if you would, first of all, you're going to be fasting how much longer?
3 more days.
3 more days.
Yeah.
Almost finished. So you're going to do a 26-day fast. And what was it that made you decide to fast in the first place?
I've had varying degrees of chronic fatigue for 12 years, almost 13 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And last winter, I found out that I've had a likely case of Lyme for that entire period. And I'm going to say likely because I know, because, let me say, my Western blot, and I only had one, was not positive, which is very common if you've had chronic Lyme.
Right.
My CD57, which if anybody has Lyme out there, they might know what I'm talking about, was 32, so that's really low. I had across the board mineral deficiencies, every single one,
Wow.
in spite of eating what I thought was a very mineral-rich diet.
Right.
My adrenaline and cortisol were
Very low.
extremely low, so my adrenal glands were really burnt out in spite of living what I thought was a very stress-free lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I base and plus the fact that I got sick after spending 6 months in Lyme, Connecticut. I don't know why it took me so long to put that and the illness together, but so 12 years later, I felt like I had a pretty solid diagnosis
Right.
of why I had chronic fatigue. So I was nervous about making this video, but I feel like I owe it to those of you who might be out there who maybe feel like they have Lyme but didn't have a positive test and are therefore being denied antibiotics, or the antibiotics aren't working, or whatever that you're doing isn't working. And I took antibiotics for 3 months and I saw no progress at all. I just kept getting worse and worse. And your doctor will probably tell you, this is not an option. Water fasting is not an option. You're too sick, you're too depleted, you're too toxic. It's going to make you worse. And it's not true.
You 23 days, and how are you doing? Tell everybody what's shifted for you.
Okay. I should say, I feel much stronger now than when I started. That's a big one.
Yeah. Huge.
Yep. And I just want to tell everybody about the crisis I went through with my lymph nodes. About 5 days in, I got a very bad sore throat.
Right.
And then I didn't even know you have lymph nodes. Here in front of your ears and in back of your ears, there's lymph nodes. And mine started to swell and swell and swell. I felt like I had water balloons with swords in them.
Well, it looked like you were growing a second head.
Yeah. And actually the first swelling stayed for a couple days and then receded. Then it came back on the right side only, and it was quite bad.
It was.
It was really large and extremely painful. Excruciating. I couldn't sleep. I was in tears. And, they know now that Lyme, one of its favorite places to hang out is in your lymph, because even though that's where a big part of your immune system is, it somehow can slide under the radar there, so it likes to hang out there. Now, I'm not sure if that was what was really happening, but
Right.
in any case, evidence of a serious infection.
We know for a fact something was happening.
Yeah, latent infection, right? And
So this came up
this
by
came up.
itself,
Yep.
right? And it's now all but completely gone.
Yep. Just a little bit on this side, just a little hard, you know, but it's way, way down. It's not painful anymore. And that took a while. It probably took at least 5 or 6 days to
Yeah, I
get
think
back down.
I think that's right. I think it was
Yeah.
about 6 days.
And now that it's down, I feel much more energetic and much more alive, and I just feel like this was, when I made this decision to come to Tanglewood, I felt like it was the best decision I had made in a very, very long time, and it's absolutely proven to be true, and in my heart is what I wanted to do. So if you're suffering and the whole world is telling you no, but you feel it's the best choice for you, I wouldn't hesitate. I wouldn't give it a second thought. Loren has been wonderful. He's extremely articulate and accommodating and level and kind, and it's really been just a wonderful, wonderful experience. So that's my plug. I hope if you're suffering, you can get some help this way.
Well, that's wonderful, Liza. Thank you so much. I know you were a little uncomfortable about getting in front of the camera, and if you're still willing to, what would be really great would be to catch back up with you before you leave. You're going to be here for another 12 days, so maybe in 10 or 11 days, we'll do another quick interview, and you can talk about at that point, because your process won't be over. It won't be over for another month and a half,
Exactly, yeah.
but you'll be a significantly significant distance further along at that point, and you can tell people that might be suffering with Lyme disease what your experience is then,
Yes.
and that'll be a wonderful thing to
Yeah.
be able to.
Right, because I don't know what the total end result will be, but I have felt great improvements so far.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, thanks very much.
Thank you.
Great speaking with you.